the court. At that time, she was living in Ohio, and I moved to Michigan. And then she put me on that family court. Family court has been quite traumatic for me, really traumatic process for me. And eventually, they issued a final order in 2022, end of 2022. And then literally 2 months after they issued the order, she went ahead and moved to the state of Minnesota with the kids. I spent a lot of money on lawyers.
When you say with the kids, how many?
4.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I just work in the automotive industry.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, I haven't. She moved to the state of Minnesota with the children, and then since then, I haven't seen those children, and I've been going back and forth to Ohio to enforce my visitation rights, and basically the judge and the court give me the runaround.
Well, they're giving you the runaround because Ohio don't have jurisdiction.
They don't, yeah. But the funny thing is, the child support agency is just making me even more traumatic, just sending me paperwork, harassing me.
What state is the child support papers coming from?
Ohio.
They shouldn't be coming from Ohio if she don't live there no more.
They're still garnishing my wages.
They shouldn't be. If she don't live there no more, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, and she went to Minnesota. She tried to register the order in Minnesota. Minnesota told her basically to go back to Ohio. They declared themselves an inconvenient forum.
Listen, when I hear people say they said no, so there is just no way under the sun in the 23 years I've been doing this, somebody should be paying child support at a state where they don't live at or the mother don't live at. You don't live in Ohio and the mother don't live in Ohio. You shouldn't be paying child support there. So the simple fix to that is to file a motion to close the case. You don't live there. Nobody lives there. You can't. Nobody could say, "Oh, well, we're gonna keep taking child support." Or wherever she at told them to go back to Ohio. No, that's not how that works. It's not. You only been told that. You only listening to that because you didn't seek help from somebody on your side, and attorneys are not on your side. If an attorney told you that's how you go about doing it, that's a lie. If you don't live there and she don't live there, it's filing a motion in the court to close it. Period.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Basically, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, they're not going to tell you. Like they say, their job is not to teach you the law. You go there and seek things and get things done the right way. But like they say, their job is not to teach you the law. And no offense, I don't blame them because when somebody go there to be told something, I'm not going to the devil to ask how do I get him off my back.
Yeah, the agency have been sending me the hearings, or we're going to issue a withholding order. The agency have been on my neck too. I've never been to the agency. I dealt with the court all along, with the judge, the magistrate. Now the agency itself is trying to enforce the order and coming at me,
Yeah. Well, if your perspective and your narrative this whole time was, I'm gonna call them and tell them this, I'm gonna ask them this, I'm gonna ask them, that's not how that works. That's not how court works. Unfortunately, a lot of fathers go at it like that. They're under the impression that, oh yeah, I'm a call them and no, everything has to be done like court, traditional court perspective. A motion has to be drafted up. A motion has to be filed, and the motion have to be specific, and that's how it goes. You do not fight court by calling them. You don't call child support. There's no sense of calling child support. They're only enforcing what the court said. You file your paperwork in court. You put instructions in your motions, and that's how you proceed. Who don't want to? Which court don't want to help you with that?
Both Minnesota and Ohio.
Who have you been talking to?
She went to Minnesota. Minnesota told her to go back to Ohio, and then we went back to Ohio. And Ohio's
So you was in court with her and heard them say go back to Ohio.
Yep.
All right.
Via Zoom. Yep.
And then what did Ohio say?
They don't want to do nothing. In 2 years, they're not doing anything. All my motions, they basically throw it away.
When she went to Ohio, what did she go for? What did she do in Ohio again?
No, she moved to Minnesota with the children.
I mean, when she went to Minnesota, what did she do in Minnesota?
She tried to register the order of Ohio in Minnesota
How soon did she move there? Did she try to do that?
after 6 months.
Yeah, they're playing games, man. But the reason why they're playing games, unfortunate to you, the reason why they're playing games is, you got to get a motion filed. We can draft you up a motion and get all the right stuff on there. You file it with the courts and watch the magic happen. But your problem is you're going to them. She's going there to register it. That's nothing. That's not instructions. That's not telling them. Then they saying you got to go back to Ohio. Going back to Ohio, did they give a reason?
They said Ohio is more convenient for her.
Ohio is more convenient. Yeah. No. If she's in Minnesota, that's where the case is. That's where she lives. And to me, it just sounds like you didn't tell them nothing. You was asking. Asking means you don't know. That's not how court works. Courts don't tell you how to do things. You file stuff with courts. Maybe it was the way she filed the motion. Did she have an attorney when she did it?
In Minnesota, yeah, she had it.
Yeah, something don't sound right with that.
And she has an attorney in Ohio, just who's challenging block.
Is she getting welfare?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Wow. Okay. All right. That's where your problem is, man. She's getting welfare. So that's why they're not listening to her, because welfare is the representative. Welfare is the people, not child support. Welfare is the people. Welfare owns the case. You're fighting welfare. So my question to you is, was it any time you wasn't helping with the children?
I was helping the children all along.
So now I'm gonna ask you another question. If you don't give me an answer, that's where everything lies at. Why are you paying child support? Why is she on welfare, and why are your children on welfare if you're there helping her? Why? Why is she on welfare?
Yeah, she I don't know. I to be quite honest, I don't. There shouldn't be a reason why she should be on a welfare. There's no reason.
You just got a lot going on where you need to get motion filed against when we draft up your motion for you, we go after the director of welfare. We don't go after no caseworkers. So we would have to do our research. We would get the name of the director of welfare, draft up the motion, put their name on it, and then draft up a motion, file it in court, and make him and everybody come to court and find out why are your children on welfare if you are in your children's life.
Yep.
And that's what that gets down to. That's your play here.